Alright, it's time for the Daytona 500. You might be going, why is there music playing? What have I turned on? Well, I decided to make my sponsor because I had no idea what I wanted to do for a paint scheme. I used my Diction as my sponsor, and we are Velocityone sponsored number 14 card. I've also got the Bones card on there so that maybe we don't die if I make it past a quarter of the way. We've also got the very stupid A-pillar crap that people are doing, because why not? Yeah, I'm happy with this car. I think it looks pretty good. It's a little darker than I thought it was going to be originally, but it works out. I've got the little lines. I have to take those off though. I can't stand looking at that on TV. But there we go. Velocityone Victory Fuel Neben 5 number 14. And that is what we are running. I could listen to this music all day. It's like the most relaxing soundtrack. I get into a mode where I just, like, hour before I go to bed, just throw that on, and then I don't know, it's just a really, really good game that is very addicting and very satisfying when it's, you know, you get that endorphin or whatever it is that, like, I don't even know if that's the right word for it, but when you hit big and you get the right cards and everything's falling into place, God, the game's just so good. And the dude didn't even think it was gonna sell very much, and it's now like one of the most popular games out there for, like, I think I got it on PlayStation for $13. It's just ridiculous how many hours of playtime I've got out of it. But yeah, so that is our ride. We've got, how many cars in here? 37? Yeah, 37 cars in here. We got Mark in here, and I'm not sure if I recognized any of the other names. Went through and just threw paint schemes on everyone. So, if you don't see your paint scheme, sorry, I just threw a bunch on there. But, yeah, I'm going to go turn the heater off real quick, because it is freezing out, but I know I'm going to get all tense and sweaty, so we'll do that, grid up, and try to make it to lap 50, and then hopefully Bones card will save us the rest of the way. Yeah, so wasn't planning on doing this time slot, but it snowed for the first time in 11 months, and everything just kind of shut down because that's how it works. Although by this time of the year we're normally used to a ton of snow and everyone just gets through it, but since the first snow didn't happen until February 12th, everyone's a little behind on being able to react to it all. So we are starting 29th, and as always, just watch out for the lap 1 heroes and learn how the car drives. Haven't changed anything with the fixed set. We're just gonna do what we can, and hopefully the draft is tamed down and you won't have those big stack ups like you normally get.
4,119. It's competitive out there. Head down, stay sharp. Everyone's gridded. There are 7 additional sets of tyres for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
I just spilled water on myself. Alright. 200 laps of, well, 190 laps of pure boredom, 10 laps of if we are there trying to do something. Maybe I have paid and suffered enough this week that will be all good for this race, but it's an iRacing special event. Usually means I'm going to get wrecked in the dumbest way.
1 to go. Next time by. Line up on the inside. Pit road is closed. Catch up. 7 car.
Alright, so, just around us we've got a couple of Class Cs that aren't even above 2.0 as a Class C. That's scary. There's a difference between being a Class C 4.0 and being a Class C almost ready to lose your license. So, yeah, it's not like being a Class C driver is bad, but if you're down in the ones in any class, like we got a bunch of A's around us too that are ones, so
Get ready. Going green.
I think we just got a bunch of Draft Masters, possibly,
The pace car is off. Be ready.
but we will hopefully get far, far away from
Green
them
flag, green
and not deal with it. We're just going to leave the inside open. Remember how to shift this car.
Car outside.
And there we go.
Still there. Hold your line.
Don't qualify and get impatient on lap 1.
Still there. Hold your line.
Might have shifted up too early there. Okay. Big checkup already on the inside. Big checkup on the outside.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear up top. Good car outside. Keep low. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. 59.2. Stay low. Clear outside if you want it.
So far,
Car outside.
looks like most people are being chill.
Keep low. Clear outside if you want it.
Let's just pull ourselves back up here. You can easily get side drafted into oblivion at the back of the pack. And this guy's going to go instantly past us so that we don't catch the pack.
47.102. Car outside.
Oh man, it's,
Still there. Hold your line.
he could have just pushed us up, but
Stay low.
he got to run, so now we're going to fall back further from the pack.
Stay low.
Genius.
Clear. Car outside. Keep low.
Apparently our setup's not as good as his.
Keep low. Clear up top.
Now he's blinking all over.
Car outside. Clear.
All right.
46.616. The car is P33. Just at the fastest lap. 46.416.
Maybe he was going for the fast lap bonus. Alright, back up with the pack, and now we're just putting around at 80% and waiting for the wreck. Also waiting to find out if this car does anything stupid on handling, which it may not.
47.347.
Top line's actually doing realistic stuff up there. Just normally it's the top line dominant in real life with these cars. And it's turning out to be the case.
47.244.
But again, at this point in the race, do not care. As long as we are in the draft. We're just going to stay back away from the 17 with his blinking. And watch out for any mistake up ahead, but seems like everyone is being chill, which is, well, as I say that, we are now 3 wide up there, mid-pack. No, they backed out of it, or they were just looking middle and didn't actually get 3 wide. But I think they backed out of it because they lost a lot of ground there. Someone just hit the apron on the bottom line a little bit. And we got one in the wall, just a little wall tap on the outside line, about 3rd or 4th place. Might have been prediction code. Top line's getting backed up hard. I did practice a pit stop once, and I was way too slow entering. But both lines are now even. Well, no, inside line lost a little bit of ground there. Thought they were even. Top side had a couple of issues near the front and seems to have backed them up a little bit. Alright, we are 10 laps in. Couldn't tell if someone was 3 wide there or not, and they all kind of scattered down low there off the corner, but yep, Inside line got massively backed up. Something weird happened there. Wow, there's one car up there that is just very unstable, it looks like. About fourth in line on the bottom row. They keep going up the track. Now we got 3 cars behind us, so if there's a wreck, I'm going to try to jump up to the top and hit the brakes. Almost got turned on the top side. The inside line all of a sudden just started flying up to the front. I don't know if someone dropped down or if they got organized, but I think some people dropped down because car that I thought was having issues is much further back in line now. That has picked up the pace. And that shows it. We ran our fastest lap, and the fastest lap of the race was just ran. There was some unstable pushing on the top side at the very front of the line. So far, though, clean and green. And that's what we need, is just a bunch of green laps to get the laps over with so we can get to the racing part. Top side is all of a sudden getting weird. Seems like they're maybe pushing each other hard. They get out of line quite a bit through the corners. 46.818. But white car just jumped up into the outside lane there. Caused a lot of scattering back here. All right, we're 28 laps from pit stop, 27, 28, depending on what we're doing throttle-wise. Just leave a gap for this guy to drop in. Unless he's going all the way to the back. Apparently he's going all the way to the back. Outside. Clear up top. Oh God, they're getting weird in in the mid pack, a lot of lane changing.
0.597. The car in T30, just set the fastest lap, 46.236.
Now, if this line gets strung out too much, may jump up to the top side, but right now, we're all good. Handling, not feeling anything. I have no idea where that guy was going. I guess they were pitting for a second. Or they got hit and turned off.
712.
Wide for reals this time.
46.58.
And he gets back up top, so. All good. Got really strung out again. A lot of people dropped into the inside line as well, so yeah, I don't like how far everyone's leaving gaps now. Really push this guy. But it looks like this Go Bowling car, the red and white one, is somehow losing the draft or trying to get fast lap or something, so. As long as no one jumps to his outside right now, we'll be okay, but. Also having a guy that we can't really get close to because of blinking. Not beneficial at the moment. We're all catching up though, but. Can't really jump out and do anything back here right now without a huge run, so just be patient. Yeah, you just instantly die out. I needed to jump out when that big checkup happened. Laps from pitting. 3 wide ahead. Very tight 3 wide. Right behind the numbers, and I can't see what's happening. More 3 wide. Yeah, I don't know how we can even move up. Like, the massive error wall that you hit. We'll have all of this speed, and then it just dies. It's terrible. Get a checkup. Jump to the outside. Hopefully get away from the blinking guy, but no, you can't do a fucking thing. It's terrible. I was gonna try to take that run with the checkup, and you just can't do a thing. Sent to the grass. Ooh boy. Didn't lose the draft. Fucking Jesus, idiot. Now we lost the draft. I'm just gonna turn left.
48.216.
Alright, well. Now it's going to get really boring. Let's drop back and get this guy. Now we got to get pushed. Good news is pit stops are coming up. Now I've tried multiple ways of like dropping back to the car behind me, and it just seems like staying on the gas is the only way to really go fast. The bump draft doesn't really do anything, and if you back up, it kind of just backs the car up behind you. We'll feel it out, but
47.865.
I should have just lifted off. I knew the guy was going to just cut back in, but he stayed out there, and I was like, okay. And then once we got our nose there, he cut back in. And we were all fine up to that point. We had missed the car spinning, and then nothing. Try to back up to this guy and see if it makes us go any quicker. But it seems like when I do that, it just slows them down.
47.802.
So now it's just a sit and wait. Good news is the front pack is not spread out. I think the guy behind us has damage from the red car coming back up the track. But that's not hurting our speed, it's just we were much slower that time.
48.155.
Guess we accomplished what we wanted, though. The blinking guy isn't in front of us anymore. We don't need him. We're going to be using up a lot more fuel now as well. Second pack has caught the front pack, so they wadded up. Pushing. Shit like that's gonna happen. I mean, we're not gonna catch the guys ahead of us, but the less we lose, the better. Losing time to the people behind us. Do they have a third now? Yeah, they got a fourth as well. Okay, that's why.
47.633.
So we'll catch, hopefully grab onto the back of them, and then just tag along, and maybe we'll have enough to catch the pack as they're side by side, but very doubtful. Just gonna run high this time to show this guy that we're just gonna let them go. And then tag onto the back of them. That way we don't end up in two lines in front of cars that are coming quicker than us.
47.951.
Wow.
Outside. Stay low.
35 is just a fucking idiot.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
That's all there is to it. The 35 is just a fucking moron.
The car inside.
Now they're trying to wreck us.
Still there. Hold your line.
We gave them the whole fucking inside, and they just come up and slam into the car behind us. You can't get much dumber than that.
Car on the low side. 48.458. Still there. Inside. Still there. Inside. Clear inside.
Take the run and pass us. We gave you the inside, but I mean, now we clearly know that the person was just gonna turn down and wreck themselves no matter what we did. So we're gonna have to pit when these guys pit. hopefully we can go as long as they go.
47.918.
21 seconds off now. Yeah, had we stayed in line in front of the 20, we would have just got spun, since the third car in line was going to be plowing through everyone. We are half a lap behind now.
47.407.
Seven sets of tires, so no idea what this guy's doing. I guess pulling up to pit. That's a new one.
47.475.
I don't know. Pulling up the track to pit is I've only ever seen that in IndyCar under green. We got 2.5 laps of fuel. I'm just staying back so I have a little time to react. We should be pitting this time, but
You got about 2 laps of fuel left.
looks like we're gonna pick the bad strategy of letting those people get further away from us that we needed to draft with. We're to lap 40 though. And those two aren't even hooked up out of the pits, so it's going to slow them down even more. A little slow in, but
Pit box in 3.
that's
You have
fine.
about 1 lap of fuel left. 1.
Tires were 100% on the right.
The lead is fitting now. All clear. Punch it.
No idea what the wrecking in the tri-oval call was, but oh fuck, we got this guy right in front of us
Wrecking
now.
in the tri-oval.
Must be from people pitting. This car is not very fun to get off the flat banking or the flat apron here. Just don't shift up to 5th too early. Is this guy really gonna jump out?
The lead is fitting now.
Got a penalty. Well, that sucks for us. One less car.
2.841.
We went from 6 down to 3 now. But just ride and hope. Yeah, those two that pit 2 laps before us, they got separated and they just lost a bunch of time, 6 seconds back. But there's no need for me to get up on the 35's bumper, especially since they like to change lanes. So we'll sit here and take the fuel saving and hope for a caution. And hopefully the field is kind of slowed down a little bit. They've not, but they have gotten spread out into smaller groups, which is good. Will save us a bit right now. The smaller their group is, the better chance we have of getting even on time, but leaders are still in like a group of 8. It might actually be bigger. Oh yeah, they're in a group of, they're all together still. We've got a couple of cars ahead of us that have lost the draft. And we are 15.5 seconds from being lapped, but it's a long race. We did get put 1 lap down on fuel essentially from the lead group, having to pit 1 lap early, so we're at a disadvantage there, but we'll be able to save this whole time, hopefully. We'll save here and we'll get lapped. These 2 behind us are hooked up and going. Maybe I am slowing us down by not being up here, but at this point it doesn't matter. .35 has stopped pushing the 28, so the guys behind us, I think, are bumper locked. And, well, apparently we're going to go even slower now. Alright, so we'll pick up these 2. Then we'll pick up the 2 ahead of us. And then we'll be about to get lapped right once all that happens. But hopefully we can somehow even out and then catch a yellow. So once we get lapped, be a bit of a pain to try to get back on the lead lap, and we're going to have to try to use a wave around or a lucky dog. The call might just be to pit, get fuel, and go for the lucky dog if everyone else goes wave around. Alright, we got 3 cars ahead of us now. So we'll have, what, 8 cars?
47.839.
But lead pack is 5 seconds behind. They are going to catch us before we ever get formed up with all of us. So to the back of the lead pack we will go. Unless the 35 just runs straight into the back of this other car and spins him.
Car outside. Keep low. Clear outside. 48.002.
Sweet. I think these guys are going to sit side by side and slow us down even further. And the 28's just backing out. What are we doing? Oh, this guy's gonna go. Thought he was going up to block the high line. He's just going to the wall.
Outside, 47.572. Outside is clear.
Let's get 31 in. The faster we get single file, the better chance we have, but they got our draft and they're in a bigger pack, so it don't matter now. Actually, we just pulled away, but that's because we're sucking up to the pack. Oh, what are we doing at the front of this? Apparently shoving them out of line, and
The leader is coming up with you. They're not outside.
let's get in line, guys. Okay, I don't know what the fuck we're doing back here, but
Outside. Go low.
apparently we're forming up a 2-car group
Go low.
so that we can just block the leaders.
Still there. Stay low. There's a car on the
This is
high
just going to be
side.
bad.
Clear high.
Thankfully the leaders are single file, but we are not.
Car outside. Keep low. 47.149.
20 car.
Hold your line. Still there. On the bottom, 3 wide. Car outside, 2 wide. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Still there.
They're just going up to get the lead group to stay at the front of the lead group.
Keep low.
And
On the bottom, 3 wide.
I honestly don't fucking know what the 28 is doing ever.
Keep low. Stay low. 47.
This is just a giant shit show.
Still there. Stay low.
I need to work my way to the back
Outside if you want it.
and then hope
Car outside.
that it all wrecks up.
Clear up top. Outside. Keep
We
low.
got room to jump up once the 30 something gets past us.
Outside. Clear.
Okay.
Inside. Still there.
Because it's not like we're gonna battle for the lucky dog.
Stay high. Bring the middle. 3 wide. Inside. 2 wide. 47.3.
Just trying to get to the fucking back.
Still there. Hold your line. Stay
Jesus, 28. Make up your fucking mind on what you're gonna do. You racing or just hitting the brakes in front of everyone? Because it was clear that I was just going to the back, but they all of a sudden wanted to push and race. And now we're back on the brakes, not catching the pack. Alright, well, save fuel, 25, 27 laps. Hope that someone wrecks, but we're past a quarter of the way, so find out if Mr. Bones' car works in iRacing. Card works in iRacing as well.
45.934.
Car got weirdly light. They're 3 wide. Pretty crazy though, no yellow. The pack really separated itself under that caution. I don't know if that group is catching us or not. 5.4 back. But we've kind of hit our max load of, like, if we all got single file, it might go a little quicker, but we got people that are getting worried about being behind lap cars and people that are trying to get lucky dog, and so it's just eventually someone's going to make a dumb move. 55 minutes in to the video, so probably about 50 minutes into the race. Could be worse though. Could have had early wrecks, or and then damage and slow. I mean, if I get damage and I'm slowing off the pace, I'll probably just quit, because that would be terrible to do the rest of the race like that. But this thing is kind of a tank, so just got to minimize the issues that we currently have. Good news is we are pulling away from the cars behind us, which means we are catching them. So there we go. but no yellow yet. Now we are no longer pulling away from the cars behind. Well, second wreck, no yellow, but massive apron. That does get us all single file, but everyone behind us caught up about a second there. Amazingly, only a second. We might be in trouble. I don't know. I guess hopefully they have to check up a little bit here and we gain back. Okay, looks like we're good. And the guys behind us are going to catch back up, so it all works out. Maybe. I need a big checkup out of this group, or we are losing this draft as well. I lifted off a tiny bit, and I should have just been full throttle. Please just push through me. Alright, we should be able to catch back up now.
46.734.
Am I just slow? There we go. They had that big checkup there. Alrighty.
46.018.
And now we ride. Hey, it's Mark ahead of us. It's Mark on our hood. Jesus. Fuck. Now we're side by side. I was trying to lift off to let him back in.
Clear.
And now we're trying to catch again. I don't know what that checkup was, and he was just slightly up and all of a sudden to our outside. We're fine though. We're catching back up already. Maybe drag the brake a tiny bit. We're not catching back up. Alright, we need the 29 to do his thing again. Alright, let's not have that issue again. Right foot is starting to fall asleep. Well, we're in 32nd, So we gained 3 spots through everything that happened, but it does us no good. Saying about an hour and 40 minutes left of this if it goes green. Sun coming out won't change a thing. No damage. Just making sure. As for Lucky Dog, we are 5th back. So. And since there's nothing you can do when it's single file, because this package is absolutely terrible, you just gotta ride. Hope that the second pack wrecks. How far away are we from them now? Not very, 6 seconds. So we've gained back all the time that we lost. "12 laps from pitting." Car getting shoved up out of the way or something. That has just made the leader's gap. Okay. We'll make sure we close up our little gap there so that they don't, like, you can just go to the back. I know it's a little scary, but if you side draft the last car just a tiny bit on your way down, you can usually catch it. Plus there's stragglers back there anyway, so he got in line. Now we gotta go fast so that these guys can go catch back up. We had a slow car on the outside. Where did they go? Did they drop down in line? Two and the 31, I believe it's the 31, they're hooked up. They were quick together before, so we should start pulling back up to that lead group. And there it is. That was quick. Alright, so the leaders shouldn't need to pit before us. Just gotta watch out for the people that pit with us. That's what I hate about this car, the massive checkups that happen. And they've reduced the draft to counter that, and it's still just because the second you hit that bubble of air, your car stops. And so if you do a little checkup and someone jumps up, then it's all just a massive wall of air, slow down. Those guys are pitting early again. At least they didn't pit from the outside this time. I mean, I know that they're like possibly breaking it up into as even as you can get, but right now being one lap down already, I mean, maybe they went as far as they could. No, they could have went 2 or 3 more laps at least. We are actually needing to push a bit. Alright, we got him. 46.048. Okay. We will be coming up on our pit stop. Got all these guys coming out of the pits. It's going to cause a weird checkup. They were just in a bad spot. There was nothing they could do there. If I tried to go around him, he was getting up to speed enough that it was going to slow us both down and we were going to lose the draft. But they are sticking together, so I'm going to go ahead and go down here and pull up to the pack. 5 laps of fuel. Thank you, Spotter, for repeating. Oh, man. Just so hard to see ahead. Sitting there using the relative to see if there's a gap and if we start closing a gap when I am having to push someone. Ooh, weird nose shove there. Alright, showing 3 laps. But we will go ahead and come in with everyone else here. We're in a bad spot though. Okay. To make sure I can get to my box. Whew, wasn't ready for that. I thought they'd be going well after us. tires were worthless.
All clear. Good.
Now they're going to have to get single file, and that's going to slow them down a little bit. We should be fine. Unless they make contact and start getting loose. But I got to hustle it here. We're good. Okay.
The lead is spinning
Well,
now.
2 green flag stops. Oh, come on, don't lose them. I'm losing them. I fucking hate this draft. Alright. Somehow, we caught them. Now things are going to get slowed down as they go too wide ahead of us. This guy's he's just a fucking idiot. That's all it is. Now we're going to lose the draft. And we got damage. This guy's just a fucking moron. That's all there is. It's just complete dipshit. Swerves up and then swerves down. He's just a fucking moron. Congrats on ruining your race to ruin mine. That's impressively stupid. People like him just need to go do something else. That's just ridiculous. Spend an hour in a race and you just ruin your own race because you're that fucking stupid. It's impressive. Ah, fuck you, dude. We're not even working with you. And he intentionally wrecks us. And that is how we're going to get wrecked.
You've got wheel damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there.
But he'll be getting banned, so I guess it was worth it for him to just intentionally wreck us over and over. And then he intentionally wrecks himself. What a fucking moron. I mean, the amount of just stupid you gotta have to say, oh, this guy I cut across his nose and it spun me, and he catches back up. We're 1 lap down after pit stops. Then after the second pit stop, oh, I can't let this guy go because I'm mad at him, so I'm gonna swerve multiple times at him and ruin my own race. Like, shit, dude, you got me. I'm still gonna make a fucking $20 off of this, and you ruined your race. Like, good job. That's I just don't fucking get it. Like, the amount of just dumb fuckery in that guy's head is, you can't explain it. You just can't explain someone that fucking stupid. You try to do it, you can't. But Mr. Bones' card did not save us because Mr. Dipshit decided to wreck us. And the week continues. This 28 was just absolutely dog shit. So then we're all missing him. the 35 just turns left. Like, how am I going to react to that? It looks like they're staying high, but oh, now we're in a target for the fucking idiot. Is there a wreck on pit road? Almost. Jesus. Oh, that was a wreck. This is absolutely fucking stupid. Like, at least they took like 5 tries to wreck us there, so I'm sure they were stupid enough to get on voice as well, so send it off to iRacing and let them deal with the fucking moron. Just holy shit, it is amazing. Alright, well, there's the Daytona 500 done before we did the Daytona 250. Thanks for watching.